Hello everyone, I am Vamshi and I welcome you all to my channel Aspiring to Achieve UPSC CSE. In this video, I am going to talk about the recent crisis which was erupted in Bangladesh, and also we would be trying to understand the history of the Bangladesh country, and lastly we would be seeing why Bangladesh is an important country in the point of view of India, and also what might be the various challenges that might possibly come up in front of India in the near future. Now, having known about what the video is all, now let's get start with the video. Before trying to understand what the recent crisis is all about, let us see the history of Bangladesh. Earlier, the present day Bangladesh was part of India. In 1905, the then Viceroy, who was Lord Curzon, came up with a partition plan of Bengal province. This is the Bengal province. The Bengal province comprises of present-day West Bengal, part of Odisha, and part of Bihar, and present-day Bangladesh. So basically, the partition plan was to ensure to weak the feelings of nationalism. So Bengal was the nerve center for Indian nationalism movement at that point of time. In order to weak this movement, Lord Curzon has come up with a plan of partition plan, and also to raise the communal tensions between Hindus and Muslims. To ensure the weakening of Indian nationalism movement. As part of this partition plan, the majority of the Hindu community area would be of West Bengal, and the majority of the Muslim population area would be of East Bengal. Later, again in 1947, when India was about to get its independence, there was an agreement between the Muslim League and Indian National Congress. The demand of Muslim League was to have a separate country for Muslims. So accordingly, in the two provinces, one is Northwestern Frontier Province and the Bengal Province, where the majority of the Muslims are residing. So accordingly, in the Northwestern Frontier Province, to the west of Punjab, majority of the Muslim community was residing in this particular region, and similarly, majority of the Muslim community was residing in the East Bengal region. So, as part of the agreement between Muslim League and Indian National Congress, West Punjab went to Pakistan, as well as the East Bengal has also handed over to Pakistan, and the majority of the Hindu community region is retained to India, which is East Punjab, and West Bengal. These are the two regions which was retained to India. Now, after knowing about 1947 partition agreement, as this East Bengal was part of Pakistan, and it was coined as East Pakistan, and due to various political events and various developments in political aspect, there was a liberation war which was happened in 1971, and Bangladesh wanted to get liberated from, basically East Pakistan wanted to liberate from West Pakistan, and wanted to establish its own sovereign country and to rename their land as Bangladesh. And India supported this stance of Bangladesh and supported Bangladesh in liberating from Pakistan. And the leader of this liberation movement was Mujib ur Rahman, who was the father of Sheikh Hasina, whose government has fallen recently in Bangladesh. Now, having known about the history of Bangladesh, let us try to understand what was the reasons for the crisis which was erupted in Bangladesh. So, when Bangladesh got liberated in 1971, the then government made a provision of having 30% of quota in the government jobs for the persons who participated in 1971 liberation war. And this particular provision was scrapped by Bangladesh in 2018. Again, there were several petitions regarding for revocation of this particular provision in 2020 and 2021. So, in order to see this matter, the High Court has seen about this matter, and it has revoked this 30% of quota in the government jobs, and it extended this 30% of quota to the descendants of the 1971 freedom fighters. Now, this was angered the students of Bangladesh, and came onto the roads and protested over the roads. And seeing the violent nature of the protest, the Supreme Court has cut down this 30% of quota to 5%. So, Supreme Court has cut down the quota from 30% to 5%. This was the start of Bangladesh crisis, which was erupted recently. After this, there was several other demands from the public of Bangladesh as well, which was completely of political aspect, which we are not going to deal in this particular video. So let us be stick to this 30% of quota crisis in this particular video itself. Now, having known about the crisis which was erupted in Bangladesh, let us try to see why Bangladesh would be important country in eyes of India. If we see the map of India, India is sharing the land boundary with Bangladesh, and in terms of economy, Bangladesh is the biggest trading partner to India in South Asia, and also this area is known as Chicken's Neck, where China wants to have its influence on in this region in order to cut India's access to northeast. So in this crisis, in order to reach to northeast, Bangladesh would be an alternative way for our armed forces to have an access and to enter into northeast. So in terms of security purpose as well, Bangladesh is an important country for India. And also in India's foreign policy, India kept neighborhood first policy in its neighborhood first provision in its Indian foreign policy. So it makes an obligation on India as well to have a healthy relationship with its neighborhood. So keeping these all points in view, India made heavy investments in Bangladesh as well, and the previous government, who was headed by Sheikh Hasina. It is termed Sheikh Hasina. It is termed as she was very pro-Indian. Earlier, it was a pro-Indian government. Now, the speculations that after the fall of Sheikh Hasina's government, now there are speculations of Bangladesh new Prime Minister would be of Khalida Zia. Even Khalida Zia was also a prime minister earlier when, and at that moment India was not having a healthy relationship with Bangladesh. So now the speculations would be like when Khalida Zia forms the government in Bangladesh, there might be few of the challenges which might be faced by India as well, in terms of economy, in terms of security as well. So and also there were as India would be sharing the border, as also India would be sharing the border with Bangladesh. There might be situations where the border killings might also become a challenge to India, which it has to deal with. Having known about all the details which were presented, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you found this particular video informative, and let's meet in the another video. Until then, happy learning. Thank you all.